ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਮੰਡੇ ਟੂ ਫਰਾਈਡੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ 7 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 8 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ, ਮੰਡੇ ਟੂ ਥਰਸਡੇ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 10 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 11 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ, ਅਤੇ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਨੂੰ 2 ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਦੁਪਹਿਰ 2 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਅਤੇ ਰਾਤ 8 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੋ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ। ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਮੇਰੀ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਨਰੀਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਗੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਹਨ ਜ਼ੈਨਿਥ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਅਤੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ ਤੋਂ। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਦਾ। Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So Mary, a little bit about yourself. Since how long you are associated with this business?
I've been with Zenith Marketing since we started from the beginning 2 years ago. So I do the back end of the business.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And Enrique, you are the main hub of this business. Today's market is very tough. You know, everybody wants to be successful, but many times you are not successful. So with your background in business, a little bit about yourself as to how you got associated and you started this company.
So I've been doing marketing for various companies for the last 8 years.
Okay.
Before we started Zenith Marketing and Training. So how we got how we became associated with it was that we wanted to help businesses do what the corporate Canada is doing.
Right.
Without all the associated costs.
Right.
So we do from A to Z, so that's why the company is called Zenith Training and Business Development. We actually take people's hands and show them how to do it properly.
Okay.
Again, saving them the costs, you know,
Right.
that associated with going big and profitable.
That is very important because many times businessmen want to take the help, but they consider that probably the cost involved are too much and they backdraw and they just go back. So the question that arises today is that the market is tough, as I said initially also. To be a successful businessman, what do you feel? What should be there? What should be in a person so that he or she can be successful in their own venture?
I think the most important part is staying true to what you want to do.
Right.
I think being passionate is really very important because there's going to be so many, you know, the road to success is up and down. It's not a straight line.
Right.
So you have to have the strength to stay on your course or your path as you're going through those valleys. So it's really important to have a really good, strong, you know, support team around you that's going to cheer you on. Because I think that too many business or too many entrepreneurs, they have many naysayers, you know, people that hold them back.
Right.
And then so what happens as you're learning or growing, you tend to listen to that and then you just give up.
Right.
And so it's very important, I think. I believe that you stay really focused.
Right.
There's this quote that I really like. It says you have to be focused on your own grass to notice if somebody else's is greener.
Right.
And that just means, you know, you stay focused, you don't listen to anybody else, you just do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
And then you'll get there, hopefully.
Right. And generally, you know, it is said that behind the success of every man, there is a woman. And I think, Mary, you're a husband-wife team who are working together, and she makes you accountable and makes you work.
And the back end
So
that's right.
there are many businesses where spouses work with each other, and you know, they are come into the business. But as you very rightly said, what happens is if you have a stomach ache, you go to a doctor. But if you want some business advice, generally we don't go to the right person. We ask our friends or relatives who have probably no knowledge about their business, what we want to run. So do you find this is a challenge in the market where people are still not ready to come forward and ask for help or support?
Well, that's actually one of the biggest drawbacks in this industry. Like you just said about, you know, about going to a doctor, you go to a specialist, you go to the professionals. And what happens in business is that we want to cut so many corners because we think that we know it better than somebody else. And so what happens is that the person that's running the business is your business trainer, your personal trainer. You end up being the printer, you being the developer, the website developer, the marketing, and so and then so you become overwhelmed with all of these things that need to be done that you just sometimes again you just give up and again because a lot of people don't know where to go to for help.
Right.
And so the situation with Mary and I is that yes, we are we are partners. More than anything, we're partners and actually best friends.
Right.
She happens to be the mother of my child.
Right.
We are, we're not together, but we are working to a common success together.
Right. I've heard about experiential marketing. What is that?
So experiential marketing actually it's a way to connect your product, literally put your product in your customer's hands.
Okay.
So instead of waiting for the customer to walk into your store, you can actually engage through the various events, community events that are available throughout the year, and actually throughout various communities throughout the Lower Mainland.
Right.
So let's say a Surrey car dealership wants to target a different area of the city, they could easily go into that area, and
Right.
we could have brand ambassadors
Right.
that we hire and train represent their brand. So for example, let's say we go with X company for that day, they can call us and say, okay, listen, we're going to promote our newest cup,
Right.
and we want the customers to put it in their hand and try it out. So we will supply them with the temporary staff for that day.
Okay.
And this actually is really cost-effective marketing because, again, number one, the one thing that you want is engage directly with the customer.
Right.
When we're talking to video or social media, it's not real direct. You're not really, getting the customer to touch that product.
Right.
Experiential marketing does that for you, and it's
Okay.
actually the most cost-effective.
Right. What about traditional marketing as such? Because times are changing. Still, do you think that traditional marketing also holds ground, newspaper or radio or other ads?
Well, there isn't a one magic bullet. And the thing with marketing, though, is that you have to create consistency.
Right.
You can't pull an ad on the paper and wait for one day and expect the door
Good
to
returns.
it's not going to happen.
Right.
But what you have to do is that you have to do it consistently. So every day at the same time, consistently on a regular basis, the same quality product, the same
Right.
message, because after a while the customer's going to start seeing it, and that starts setting their mindset. Oh, there's that guy again.
Right.
So that must mean something.
Okay.
So, and usually campaigns, by the way, it takes up to between 6 to 12 months
Okay.
to see any results.
Right.
So if you're trying anything, so if you're going, you pull an ad on a newspaper or a magazine, if you put it just once, it's not going to make anything,
Right.
because it's just something that just happened to pass by.
Right.
So you have to create a consistent message.
Okay.
Again, it's still, as I mentioned to you earlier, there is no one magic marketing does all.
Right.
You have to strategize.
Right.
And this is what we help you do.
Right.
You can go to every single magazine, newspaper on your own, and you can go to all the different avenues.
Right.
Or you can call us, and
Right.
we'll take care of all of that, because
Right.
we're at the end of the day, we're the agency.
Very true, Enrique, because who has the time and knowledge about all this? But there are services like your company and others which provide where you can get all the help and you can promote your business and be successful also.
That's right.
Towards the end, you also have a one-card loyalty program. What is that?
The one card. Mary, you want to elaborate?
So the One Card is part of our strategy in marketing. So basically, it gives also businesses a larger exposure
Okay.
throughout the Lower Mainland. So
Right.
our members that has this can use this in all businesses that we have already on board, right?
Okay.
So reaching out to different cities in the area rather than just having their loyalty rewards in their own store.
Right.
This one is throughout the Lower Mainland that
Connects and
connects
gives you. Okay.
exactly customer directly to their businesses.
Okay,
that
well,
create
that's wonderful.
loyalty.
Towards the end, any other thing from your expertise and your knowledge you would like to share with our viewers today, and where they can contact you?
Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, we are an agency.
Right.
So we have all the with marketing, we cover all the marketing angles.
Right.
So whether it's radio, whether it's print, and hopefully TV.
Right.
So we have the loyalty rewards program, and of course, the most important one is the social media marketing
Right.
and management. They can contact us through the website, which is zenithmarketing.ca.
Okay.
Or actually, you can call me directly at 604-789-9229.
Okay.
And yeah, so just for
Sit
a
down
consultation.
and chalk out solutions for the benefit of customers.
That's right.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Mary and Enrique. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. ਸੋ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਜੀ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਲਾਹ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸਮੈਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਲਾਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਲਓ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਿੰਗ ਕੰਪਨੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜ਼ੈਨਿਥ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਿੰਗ ਦੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਇੱਕ ਵਨ ਸਟਾਪ ਸ਼ਾਪ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਟ੍ਰੇਨਿੰਗ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਬਾਰੇ, ਇੰਟਰਨੈਟ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਿੰਗ ਬਾਰੇ, ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਐਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਮਾਰਕੀਟਿੰਗ ਬਾਰੇ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੀਚ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਜਿਕ ਪਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਐਡ ਪਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਾਮਯਾਬੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਕੰਸਿਸਟੈਂਟਲੀ ਅਤੇ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟਜਿਕਲੀ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਬਾਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਨਾਲ, ਇਹ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਸਲਾਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਟੈਪਸ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਉਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਲੈਣੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ।